Fuck, man, it's been a while. What was that question you asked me a few weeks ago, Mike? You asked me, how's your mental health, bro?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
I've been alright, dude. I've been chilling, just making beats, doing fucking Uber. Nothing different. Honestly, just been trying to save money. That's what I've been. People probably think the V N APE podcast ended, bro. We haven't posted in a minute.
They just don't understand us, then. This...
If we have any listeners out there.
This shit'll never stop, bro. This is impossible to defeat.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Until we just run out of things to talk about.
I mean, I can go off some of the things that I've been following this week. You know, for example, the Jones trial, right?
I heard about that.
The trial he's had. I've been watching it just because it's so fucking wild to see this guy up on the stand. And
it is a wild thing. Like, the guy who's against the whole fucking corruptness of the government.
Yeah.
They finally got him.
And now he's going to have to pay them $4 million.
I think it's fucked up. I don't think Alex Jones should be going through that.
Listen, man, I'm on...
What's the definition of... What's it called? Defamation?
Yeah.
What's the definition of that?
That's just ruining someone's reputation type shit.
Yeah, but I feel like that is a conflict with the First Amendment in a way. It's like, okay, maybe he did say things like that. Like, he did say it was a hoax and all that, but, like, at the end of the day, it's like, what?
I mean, if you can prove that you defame someone, right, that you, like...
How could you even prove that?
Through whatever impact it has. Like, for example, like, let's say somebody makes up some shit about you.
Right.
And then you end up losing your job as a result of that.
Now, that's different.
And they can prove in court that as a result of that lie, you lost your job.
Right, like the school fucking told you specifically, hey, you're losing your job because of X, Y, and Z. I get it for those reasons, but, like, this is a dude that has a fucking show.
A talk show.
Where he just speaks his mind.
Yeah. Listen, man. I'm not going to get into the semantics of it and whether or not the fucking jury was right.
They weren't. Of course they weren't, bro.
There was, like, the one side where the parents were talking about the fucking people that are going up to them and talking about this shit. And,
oh, like
like saying that they're assholes because they're supposed to be crisis actors and shit.
Okay, I see what... That's probably the biggest thing that they're going through. But
yeah.
even... that's in life, though. In life, anything that comes with some form of criticism. But I get it, though. It's touchy because people actually died and kids died. But even then, bro, like, this man is just saying things, like...
And then that's the defense on his side. It's like...
freedom of speech, bro.
Listen, man, I'm just saying this, you know what I mean? The people that blasted me on CNN...
That's them.
You know, they brought more attention to this than I did. I'm some dude with a fucking radio show in Austin.
100%, bro. I side with Alex Jones. As crazy as he can be, and I get it. Some things he might have said that were...
I'm out on this one.
Might have been a little fucked up. I get it. But, like, it all started with just deplatforming him on everything, bro. So it's like, come on, dog. I'm not with...
The Sandy Hook shit was the excuse for the deplatforming. I mean...
100%.
They all deplatformed him at the same time. Just like January 6th was the excuse for
Trump.
Deplatforming of Trump.
Of course.
I mean, fucking Airbnb deplatformed these guys. I mean, what the fuck is going on? Like, pretty soon you won't be able to get a fucking credit card.
That's what I'm saying.
Because of this shit, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%. Fucking DeSantis had to, like,
Why don't you start your own fucking bank and get your own credit card then, you know, if you can't?
He had to, like, put up some law or do some shit. I forgot. It was some, I think, was it called Moms for Liberty? Or some shit. It's like a company that's, like, completely against CRT and all that type of grooming activity shit. And, like, apparently they were, like, discontinued from, like, a lot of shit, like PayPal, like, even to the point where it was, like, literally, like, credit cards. I don't think they were able to get, like, a... So it was, like, kind of crossing the line. And he had to, like, step in and actually, like... Which they fucking eventually reversed everything they did. So it's all back to normal now, but... Yeah, bro, fucking deplatforming somebody and suing somebody for saying some shit is fucking wild. I don't care to the extreme it was, but still, even then, it's like, bro, come on. I just don't get that.
I sort of side with like one of the Supreme Court justices, like Clarence Thomas. He sort of thought about social media
Sure.
the same way that you think about public utilities, like
Okay.
like having a cell phone and shit like that.
Sure.
It's like if I send a tweet, you know, like would the cell phone company be like, bro, you're promoting some serious disinformation right about now. You know, this is dangerous shit what you're doing. Like would fucking Metro PCS deactivate your phone because of that?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like it does have a different impact because it's much more publicized on social media, but I still think that it's possible that we should treat it the same way, you know, to one extent or another.
I don't know, man. I guess it's tough because Alex Jones is a fucking character, and and he has said a lot of wild shit, but we need people like him, bro.
Listen, man, sometimes he be bringing up some very accurate shit, you know?
Like Nick Mullen said once, or like in a fucking somewhere on a comedy show, like, and he could have, he was joking obviously, but years later, people will look back at Alex Jones as the Mozart, and like one of those dudes, like,
That's beautiful.
like it's gonna be art, bro. Like he's just gonna be. That was the whole joke. Like people will.
That's genius.
People will look back at Alex Jones and all the wild shit he said and all the theories and all the fucking.
Well, he was onto a lot of shit that people just weren't onto, like
100%.
when he talks about like the pedogate shit that he was talking
Come
about.
on, bro. Way ahead of the
way
game,
before the Jeffrey
bro.
Epstein shit. I mean, I think back to like Michael Aquino, right? And people still don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Michael Aquino was like a Satanist,
Oh,
right?
God. Okay.
Who then went out and found his own branch called the Temple of Set, which is based like on the Egyptian
Okay.
mystery occult bullshit.
Right.
And he's this is the interesting part. He actually worked, you know, for the military. He's a high level
Oh, yeah.
guy in the military. And there was a case of, and by the way, this ended up being, he ended up going on the Oprah show over this type of shit. Like he was on fucking Oprah,
Of course, Oprah.
right? And other
The occultist.
TV shows at the time, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then he was like, they've known about my religion for a long time. Like they look at it the same way you'd look at a Buddhist or whatever, you know?
He's referring to the military.
Yeah, the people in the military, right?
Right.
Yeah, and they were like, because this is the big issue. There was a scandal in the military where he worked, right? Where he was, and the issue had to do with this. There was a problem with child rape,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And this gets you back to the pedogate, satanic pedophile reptilians, you know?
The government. They're on
And it's
some
like,
fuck
well,
shit.
this is a Satanist, and under his, like, fucking, like, where he's working doing this shit, like, this is happening, and now he's on Oprah, right? And
Yeah.
who was on the TV show saying that he believes the women that are coming forward talking about how they sacrifice their children on the TV show? It was none other than my homie Ted Gunderson,
Ted Gunderson.
who was the former man who was in charge of the FBI Los Angeles division, right?
Okay.
And who actually went out and he was like, there's all types of MK Ultra shit going on, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Was he?
Like, there's satanic pedophile rings. They have these underground bunkers and shit where they're fucking raping kids and fucking sacrificing them to Satan and shit like that, right?
Right.
And now, see, when I say that, I sound like Alex Jones, right?
100%, yeah.
But I'm just quoting Ted Gunderson, right? The head of the FBI of LA division, who did all this research right after his retirement. And then there's this other guy that you saw at the Mouthy Buddha documentaries.
Robert Steele?
Yeah, Robert Steele. Robert Steele, he's a CIA, former CIA guy.
Gotcha.
Right.
And he's doing the same thing.
And so
pretty
you're
much.
seeing all these guys from intelligence agencies that they're forming their own groups, and they're not going on fucking the History Channel talking about ancient aliens.
Right.
They're fucking doing this very low-key type shit.
Oh, okay. I was like gonna ask that.
They're doing
Extremely low key.
Yeah, the Ted Gunderson shit. Ted Gunderson, the furthest he went was on that TV show. That wasn't the Oprah one. That was another one that he did. And I think they let him talk for probably less than a minute.
Damn.
So there was a panel full of people. I don't think he talked very long at all. All they asked him was, do you believe them?
Did he end up dying?
Ted Gunderson? Yeah, but he wasn't like our age or anything.
Okay. But I'm just saying he died from like natural causes, right? He didn't get fucking murdered.
I don't think he got murdered. I don't know if there's any evidence that he did get murdered, but I'm sure there's someone who says he did, you know, because like every time someone that was saying this type of shit dies, I mean, it's suspicious.
There was some weird shit going on with the Fresno police. Did we ever talk about that? I wonder who told me that.
No, I don't know about this.
Never mind then. It wasn't you then. There was a situation where a cop or like some form of fucking police, he ended up getting killed by the Fresno cops, or like I think it was my boy who told me that.
They killed one of their own?
I think. I'm not sure though. I gotta look way more into it. Or just a regular citizen who got killed by the Fresno police.
Yeah, man, I haven't heard of that, but I'm sure that...
I could be wrong, but...
I'm sure that sort of stuff has happened, though. I mean, just think about it. Like, there's been some fucked up shit with police, you know?
100%. But in other words, hope my man Alex Jones works it out. Hope he don't gotta pay the bands, the milli. But if he does, it is what it is, dog. America.
America, 100%.
That's America for you, dog. Out here suing people for saying shit.
Yeah. Did I tell you I tried that no-fap bullshit?
Yeah.
I actually did it. I wanted to see if these people... I wanted to show that it's sort of bullshit, at least to myself, right? Because there hasn't been any research on it.
You were conducting experiments on yourself,
I was conducting experiments on myself, and basically what I did is just not beat off for a month. That's all I did.
Damn, that must have been hard.
It wasn't that hard, actually. After like the first few days,
right?
After like the first week type shit, it was pretty easy. Anyways, what ended up happening was nothing. But I did like figure out some shit like mentally, like it's like porn is so fucking like retarded. Like the idea of beating off in pixels, and it's just a retarded thing to do.
I would say it helps a lot of people.
I think it doesn't though. Like, I mean, it can momentarily. Like, if you're really stressed out about something and you just wank one off.
That and a lot of situations, right. I'm pretty sure someone beat off and was just like, fuck it, I'm good.
Yeah. But I feel like you could do that shit with a lot of other things, and it'll be even more helpful. Like, for sure, a really good workout is going to help you a whole lot more than just beating off.
Yeah, that is true. I was going to say nothing beats post-nut clarity, but a workout probably does.
I feel like there is definitely a thing to post-nut clarity.
Yeah. And
it can be good, but it can also be bad. Like, a lot of dudes nowadays, like, they just beat off and they just don't want to talk to the opposite sex. Like, this is something...
Yeah.
When I look at the fucking forums, there's another thing I did during the experiment. I looked at the no-fap forums, and I was reading all types of ridiculous shit.
Okay.
These people are talking about getting superpowers. They think that if you stop beating off, like, you get these superpowers, or that it's basically just how you would know. I guess I've never had a fucking porn, like a bad porn habit.
Okay.
Where I just have to beat off like 3 times a day and shit.
That's wild.
You know?
I don't think that's normal even.
It's
normal would
not.
be like one a couple days.
Yeah, I think that's probably a healthier...
Beating off 3 times a day is fucking crazy. Yo, like...
No, but there's people... I had a friend who used to tell me, he's like, yeah, dude, I do it like...
Yo, he needed help.
About 6 times a day or something.
He definitely needed to be headed to therapy.
He moved to another state.
Oh, God.
He's a pharmacist now, so I can only imagine. He takes that Adderall, mixes it with that Viagra, you know?
Do you know about Adderall? Fucking reminds me of the Tom Cruise drugs video. Have you seen that?
Tom Cruise drugs video? You mean like where he's doing the Scientology shit?
No, there's an actual interview with Tom Cruise. I forgot the guy.
Oh, right, where he's talking about how psychiatry is bullshit.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck with...
And Ritalin, kids shouldn't be on Ritalin because it's fucking meth or whatever he says it is.
Yeah, and electroshock therapy's all trash and
electroshock therapy.
Yeah, he's like, do you know what Adderall is? I forgot how he said it.
He's fucking hilarious. I like how he thinks he did his research.
Tom Cruise is amazing.
I saw that entire interview that you're talking about.
Yeah, it's I seen it and I just like...
I was cringing throughout the entire thing because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I think Tom Cruise's mannerisms are just funny. Like
no, there's no doubt about that.
The way he just like conducts himself. He was a fucking animal on Oprah.
Did you see that shit where he started jumping on the couch?
Did he kissed Oprah too on the cheek?
He did some weird shit, man.
He definitely was off the Adderall that day. Yeah. He was capping, like talking about he don't do none of that shit. I
saw like this fucking 10-minute video he did for the Church of Scientology.
Yeah.
And in it, I was 6 minutes in. I swear to God, he still had yet to say anything.
Tom Cruise is just
like, he had talked for 7 minutes, but he didn't say anything. You ever be one of those guys?
Yeah, 100%.
You fucking talk, but you say nothing.
Bro, yeah. Fucking, have you met someone who's fucking has no type of self-awareness?
sort of like in a narcissistic way, or like in a way where they just like don't, they're not paying it, they just don't pay attention to how they seem to other people?
Could be that part, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a narcissistic thing.
Yeah, it's not about them trying to be the shit.
Yeah, it's definitely not that. Well, then again,
It can be.
It could be. It could be mixed. But like, bro, I've met people that are like, and I've had friends too who are just extremely like they just have no type of self-awareness. Like, it's sad to be honest, bro. Like, I'll talk and then they'll just like speak over me.
Damn, I feel you on that.
And I would be, and I would be like, I wouldn't say anything because I'm not an asshole and be like, yo, bro, like, but you start like
That fucks with you after a while.
you know, that's what I was about to say. You hang out with somebody for a minute and then they start doing it over and it's like, yo, fam, like, come on, G, like, take it easy, dog. Like, but yeah, dog, I know a couple of people who are on that, bro, and that is like one of my pet peeves.
Yeah.
Like, people who just don't have any type of self-awareness, or like, I'll talk about another person, like, bro, like, you ever hang out with somebody that just embarrasses you?
Oh yeah. Very much.
Oh my God, dude. There's been like friends of mine that like, and I don't think I'll say friend, cause more like maybe associates. Maybe I've had associates that I've had around and I'm just like, yo, bro, like, what are you doing, dog? Like, in my mind, like, I remember I took my boy to the barbershop with me. And like, bro, this guy is like so fucking, I think he doesn't have self-awareness, or he just really doesn't care. That's the problem. Like, he'll just pull.
What did he do?
No, nothing crazy, but like, he'll just pull up and just start like he's the fucking show, bro. Like, he pulls up and he's the show. Like, he'll just start talking to everybody. Yo, what's up, boss? Yo, how's it going, man?
Like, he knows everyone and shit.
Type shit. And I'm like, yo, fam, you don't even know these people.
Yeah.
And like, like, you could just, he just does too much, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's sad.
There are some people that like they feel like there's something wrong with them or some shit if they're not like the life of the party,
The main
wherever
character.
they go.
Yeah, the main
Like
character.
they feel bad about themselves. Like, it lowers their self-esteem.
Sad, and the guy that I'm talking about, he talks about that all the time, which is sad, but
He says that?
he does and talk about that. I don't even want to say names.
No, you don't have to say his name, but
But yeah, I've had people where it just is like, dog, like, are you aware of what you're doing right now? Like, I'm not mad at anybody, like, just having fun if you're an outgoing person, but you got to be able to read the room sometimes.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that are just like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, don't, like, there's an unspoken rule that, you know what I mean? Like,
Man, when I was in college, I met a guy like that. You know, I had him. He joined the student, whatever the fuck it is, some annoying club where all the students join.
the gay club.
Some shit like that.
I'm playing, guy.
And anyways, like, I had him for bio class, right?
Okay.
And he was there, and the teacher was like this Puerto Rican doctor chick who was just teaching there for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And this fucking guy, like, he says some jokes and shit, and like, at first it's like charismatic, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, he doesn't turn it off.
Keeps going.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't stop. He can't.
Jokes on jokes.
And bro, like, halfway through the semester, my professor hated him.
Oh, God.
Like, hated his fucking guts.
Word?
Yeah.
To what extent?
He got a C, and he asked if she could give him a better grade. And I'm thinking to myself, like,
Like,
who the fuck asked that type of, like, this isn't high school, bitch. What are you doing?
I feel you. I see what you mean. I mean, you don't think that's a common thing to ask? Well,
Yeah, it's a common thing that they ask, but I've never asked a professor for a better grade. And
or he could have been like, hey, is there any other work or extra credit I could
No.
do? You know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
I just don't do that. I just don't do that.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about. Well, when I was in college, I'd give like barely any.
But
fuck.
he said it in a way. This is the thing that fuck with me, because yeah, you're right. A lot of students do ask that.
Yeah, that's because I was gonna say that
But-
sounds normal.
But the way that he did it, it came across as like as though he felt like he fucking deserved it.
as if he didn't know he just ruined the whole class for the whole year.
Yeah, or like if she was his friend and it was like, oh, just hook it up type shit.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
See, people like that are funny too, though. Like, cause people like that do make me laugh.
No, but people were hating him. But like, bro, I remember like before he showed up,
Yeah.
bro, like half the class would be talking about this guy, and it wasn't good shit.
Damn, that boy was the star of the
Like,
class.
I never joined in on that shit just because I didn't want to.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about that.
I didn't
Let people do whatever
I
they
didn't
want.
want to be speaking negatively about other people
100%, bro.
in front of other people.
Taking it to that level is like, that's not even cool. Like, that's no integrity. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna say something to a homie, I'm gonna tell him right there, like, yo, bro, chill.
Don't get me wrong, I'm anonymously talking about a guy like that here in the pod, but
we're potters.
But
though.
it's anonymous and we're just talking shit. We have to talk something, bro.
Yeah, but in class it's different. Like, I feel like a scumbag if I do shit like that, you know?
Yeah, and someone in specific, you know, that's another thing. Like,
You feel
when you
me?
mention someone in specific
that's scummy,
and you talk badly about them,
That's scummy,
you know,
bro.
behind their back.
100% scummy.
And then when they show up, you're all
Y'all
friendly
like regular,
and shit.
yeah, fuck out of here. Suck a dick. I would have told, I don't fuck with that shit at all, dog.
But on the other hand, I was like agreeing with
Of
them in
course.
my own mind. I was like, fuck, they're so on point, man.
Yeah, 100%.
They got this shit down locked, bro. They know everything.
Fuck, dude.
And the teacher was thinking to herself, oh, I remember one time the professor, like, she was happy, like, visibly and verbally
Oh, God.
happy that he was not there. Like,
He didn't pull
did
up that
not
day?
pull up.
God. What a bitch, man.
And no, she wasn't a bitch, bro. Like, I felt the same way. I was like, you
She was
goddamn
really
right,
nice,
lady.
really nice professor.
She was this shit, bro. She was perfect with me and with everyone else, bro. It was just this fucking guy.
Gotcha.
He fucked up the vibe, bro. There was something that is like charismatic for 5 seconds,
Yeah.
and just the exact opposite for the rest of his life.
I got you.
Like, he's great for 5 seconds. Everything else, he's just shit.
Dude, I got 3 words for you. Can you guess them?
No.
Free Brittney Griner.
Is this shit really what we're gonna do right now?
Yo. R.I.P. She's doing 9 years, fam.
Listen, I agree.
God damn, they just
This
said,
is fucking insanity.
yo.
Yeah.
Yo, when I heard the news,
Brittney Griner, women.
Griner.
Griner.
Yeah, I do. All jokes aside, I do feel bad because it's like,
She's a WNBA player
yes,
who
she
ended
is.
up going to Russia,
with a fucking.
and she ended up having some cannabis products,
She had a
vape?
a vape that had hash in it.
right? And she ended up getting arrested. And now there's this serious issue because the U.S. and Russia has been having a lot of tension since the Ukraine thing.
Yep.
And now she's been sentenced to 9 years in prison for that, which is insane.
Crickets.
I understand you have your laws, but if your laws are stupid, they're stupid. They're indefensible laws.
Nah, I would actually put the fall on Brittney. But I will say that it is on some political shit. That's the only reason why she got it.
I'll put the fall on her too. I mean, she fucked up.
Like, Brittney, what the fuck are you doing taking drugs to Russia?
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Come on, dog. Like,
But still,
I get it.
But it's a ridiculous thing.
we all make mistakes and shit, but
You know?
come on. You're gonna go to Russia with the
Can you
weed?
imagine if it was like a fucking 9-year sentence for wearing a red shirt in Russia?
No, see, then the U.S. has to go to war.
But do you understand? Like, I feel like this is just as stupid to a stoner because a stoner smokes wherever the fuck they go.
100%, 100%, yeah.
And so, like,
She knew the rules in Russia,
if you're
though.
gonna tell them, not here, you can't do that here. Our body belongs to you once you enter this area.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Like, come on. She knew that already,
She
though.
knew that. She knew that. And she fucked up.
She played,
Her
bruh.
thing was a fuck up.
100%.
Their thing is that they're fucked up.
They just,
Yeah.
it was perfect timing because we're going through some shit with Russia. So for sure they were like, yo, let's throw this bitch under the jail.
Oh,
bro.
100%, 100%.
Which
They're-
is OD, which
Yeah.
is like, God
and now,
damn.
I heard these articles saying that they're trying to get now, like, they're gonna exchange these 2 Russian criminals to get her out.
that are in
Right?
in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an
US
arms dealer.
Yeah, they're gonna do a prisoner exchange, and like, yo, that guy, what he did is way fucking, like,
No, yeah, it's ridiculous.
The fuck?
This guy was doing, he was an arms dealer, but
she wasn't even selling anything, though. She was just using that shit for herself. Like,
that's what Biden wants to do. That's his proposal in
I-
order to try to get Brittney back.
I heard Joe Rogan talk about that. You know, he mentioned he was like, yeah, that's fucked up that they're doing that to her. You know, because he's very pro weed and shit.
100%.
And then at the same time, he was like, but if you're gonna bitch and moan about that, you should also do something about the people here who are doing some fucking sentences over stupid ass weed laws.
100%.
Because-
No, yeah, keep on, go.
Because there are a lot of people, especially from back then, that when the weed laws were even more strict in a lot of places, that they're still going through bullshit. For
100%.
the laws in the past that were stupid, And there's been no correction of that.
Bro,
despite Biden making all these promises and shit.
Bro, yeah. I was gonna say Kamala is like she can't even say anything.
And Trump didn't even do shit. No, she's the last one that can. Bro, she put so many people.
That's the thing, though. She said some shit and then she got extreme backlash because she's like the number one person, that convicts people for marijuana, especially light ass charges.
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous, dude. Trump was actually like, yo, he was kind of on, not saying that like it was right for them to prison her for fucking period, but he was like, yo, bro, why are you bringing drugs to Russia? Mm-hmm. That was his whole point about it, which is kind of true. Like, you're gonna get fucking destroyed over there,
Mike,
bro.
let me ask you something.
As an American, it's a wrap, dog. But whatever, keep on, dog. What is that? Free Brittney Griner, dog.
Let me ask you something, bro.
Keep on, go ahead.
When are you gonna take the third hit of DMT?
Oh my God, when am I gonna take DMT, period?
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Well, if you take it, you gotta take the third hit, bro, because that's what's gonna blast you off in outer space where you're gonna meet the interdimensional entities that are gonna communicate the secret of the universe to you.
I'm scared, dude. Joe Rogan said that his friend, he had took DMT with him and he was just fucking running everywhere.
Running?
Like he was
That must have been salvia or some shit.
Nah, that's what Joe said immediately. He said that he was so scared and he was just so scared of it that he was just running, bro. Like
I can't imagine running on DMT because like I've taken DMT and I'm telling you, bro, like, bro, it's like a anesthetic for the body. Like you just don't. I was terrified.
And he was screaming supposedly.
I was terrified. And I did nothing. No, my friend, I told you about my friend's trip. Like, he took a huge hit because he really wanted to see the other side, you know?
Yeah.
Huge fucking hit and just left that shit in his lungs for 30 to 40 seconds. And by the time he exhaled, man, he was seeing some shit. He was looking at me and he started, like, turning his head, you know?
Yeah.
Like fucking like a clock or some shit. And it was so fucking hot. And then when he comes back, he tells me he wanted to throw away the DMT. He's like, no, man, no. He was like freaking out. He was telling me shit about like, and one of the things I asked him, because he was like, he was thinking to himself like, oh, I'm just gonna have the experience, but I know it's gonna be bullshit. Like I know it's just hallucinations. You know?
Yeah.
And so I asked him,
if he could just handle it.
Do you think it was real? Yeah, man, that was fucking real. That was something else. I was like, what do you think it was? Do you think it was aliens? Do you think it was angels? What do you think it was? He was like, it was definitely aliens, man. It was definitely very alien, very weird technology they had over there. Everything geometric. It's so fun. And he was freaking out about this.
Okay.
He wanted to throw away the DMT. I'm like, yo, I have not taken it yet. Relax. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I might never take DMT. Maybe when I'm older.
I can understand why someone would never take DMT.
Dude, we gotta talk about Andrew Tate.
Who the fuck is Andrew Tate again, man? Because I remember seeing some shit.
The dude, the kickboxer that I've been showing you videos of. The guy, the bald guy.
Yeah,
the top G.
So explain to me and to everyone watching this shit, who the fuck is this guy? Like, what
Andrew Tate is a guy who's been every fucking where these past, say, a couple weeks, past month maybe. Apparently he's a kickboxer from Romania. He used to do a lot of it back then. I think he retired a minute ago. I'm not 100% sure.
Those Romanians don't fuck around.
Yeah, but it wasn't the best pay from what I heard he had said. And then he eventually got into some business regarding something about him or his brother manages OnlyFans girls. Mm-hmm. So they have some type of like business or like / agency. The man has a bunch of businesses.
He's like a pimp with extra steps.
Yeah, and he's like, I've told you he's like on some like because back then I didn't really know much about him. I would say he's like a baby dick Jordan Peterson. But like, he doesn't even agree with a lot of Jordan Peterson takes. Mm. So, and then I'm just watching videos of him. He has like this, I don't know if I call it a class or some type of, people are calling it a scam. It's called Hustlers University and people make money from it. I don't know how they do it, whatever. So yeah, the Andrew Tate is like popping up everywhere. He's debating with people. He's more of like a...
I saw the so-called debate that he had with Hassan the other day.
Oh, that's the one I sent you, right?
Yeah.
I sent you one or two. I forgot.
When I saw that, I was just thinking to myself, like,
Hassan was just trying to like one up on Andrew.
yeah, he was trying to debate him, and it seems like the other guy was just sort of like not in the mood for a debate, but he sort of took the bait.
He just cause that's what Andrew's been doing. He's been like just talking with like different streamers, I guess. Aiden Ross was like one of the big ones that he's been talking to. So I think.
But like he usually doesn't debate people, or does he usually?
Would I say debate? Yeah, he does a lot of debates for sure, but he's not very fond of like. First of all, he doesn't fuck with communism. He's not very fond of.
I can respect that.
Hassan, like the type of guy Hassan is, he's not very fond of people like that. Like everything that Andrew says, Hassan is against. Like Andrew's on some like, yo, let me tell you one example. He says, I'm gonna give you two hypotheticals that he debated with people. One of them was, let's say you are in an airplane or whatever, any type of plane, and something happens to the fact that the pilot, let's say he just got knocked out, or like he just can't control the plane anymore. He fucking passed out and he died. Bomb. And now there's people on the plane, and Andrew's point was that who would you rather choose to finish riding the plane? And his whole point was he'd rather have a man do it because of I forgot exactly what his point.
Because of his experience.
Not because of his experience, because he feels like in tense situations, men would be able to override that versus women.
Okay, that's his opinion on the matter.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's true or anything. That's just what he had said. And then that was just one of them. Another one would be like, just like people see him as very misogynistic. He said that if his girl has an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And like this is his like actual girlfriend, like we are dating, we know like he fucks with her, like this is no side chick shit. If he has an actual woman that he's in love with, he has a girlfriend with, and she wants to do OnlyFans, he says that he deserves a cut out of it.
Oh, he deserves a cut.
100%, because it's his body, it's his woman, and that like her private is mostly his because that's his woman. And then the debate was like, oh no, that's not true. Then the other people were saying no, that's not right, but just simple things like that. Yeah. He's on people say he's like on the red pill shit, this and that, like that's his whole ideology. Man, this, well, fuck that. He has a lot of good points, I would say. Like,
well, none of the ones you've brought up so far, like.
Wait, so you don't agree with the plain one?
I mean,
it's not based off any type of experience, though. That's the whole point of it.
I mean, if it's based on fact, I mean, it would just be an odds game. Like, women are slightly... It's true that women are slightly lower than men... I mean, slightly higher than men in neuroticism.
What the fuck is that?
Which is like a personality trait related to, like, negative emotion and shit like that.
Got you. But just a guess, I think he's 100% right on that. A man would definitely be able to.
I think you're playing some big odds, bro. Like.
Okay. I don't know, so I can't say. But you don't think so? If it was life or death, you're in a plane and you really had to pick between a man or a female. Let's say they're the same.
And I don't know anything about them.
There's no experience. They have no type of pilots. Like they're not pilots.
So I don't know anything about them.
You don't know anything about them.
Then what's the difference if I don't know anything about them?
His point is that men are able to, in tense situations, they'll be able to override that. Like a very stressful situation. Most men. He's saying that overall, men would be able to handle it better than women.
I'm not sure how to think about that because, like, on the one hand, like, yeah, like, women are more likely to have depression than men and shit like that.
Okay. But if you had to pick, you wouldn't pick a man?
Their emotions.
You wouldn't pick a man, Amanda?
No, I don't. I'm not sure there's any reason to pick one over another. Like it's
just a hypothetical. That's what he was just saying. Like it's just a hypothetical.
I think it's a stupid hypothetical though. It
you think so?
Look at anything. Yeah. I didn't like when this guy, like, even though like Hassan is on some stupid shit.
Hassan was right though. I never said Hassan was wrong in that debate. Hassan, I think
this guy looks up research and the guy gets pissed off at Hassan for looking up research.
Yeah,
he goes back to talking about his own like experiences. Like, bruh.
I felt like it was like the Plato's theory and the cave shit. I think that was exactly what he was just.
That was a terrible.
But that was his whole point though. Like whatever he goes through, because the debate really, that debate to go into that one was the whole it's stupid though. I don't even like this debate. The whole women driving shit. That's all it was. I think that was a dumb thing to even debate about. So it was just dumb overall. But his whole...
I just feel like if you give me one man and one woman, that's a very small sample.
Yeah, but it's a hypothetical.
And so there's no way of knowing what the risk is in that situation. Like, it just doesn't make any... like that.
Why not? Like, let's say you wouldn't be able to...
Because it's flipping a coin.
You believe so? You wouldn't be able to study overall the average man.
You can study overall the trends of the average man.
Obviously, it could be a situation where the woman would actually have more control in that situation because maybe she has more whatever.
I haven't read studies on women driving and shit like that. I just haven't.
Me either. I don't care about that. But I forgot what it was exactly, but I think it might have been around he feels like, I think Hassan was saying that women are actually safer drivers than men.
They might be safer, but that doesn't mean they're better.
And then Andrew's point was overall is that men are better drivers, but Hassan was still saying, oh no, but the women are they're safer drivers, so how would they not be better?
I mean, I think there's a lot of things to consider here. Like, all right, like I just told you, women are more, they have higher rates of depression and anxiety and shit like that.
Okay.
Which are those are emotional disorders.
Sure.
Right? And then on the other hand, you have men are more likely to take risk.
Take control, take charge.
Take risk.
Okay.
Not necessarily... risk can be risky, can be stupid shit.
Of course.
Right?
You don't think that would apply to the plane thing then?
It's a risky situation. Would they be more likely to attempt it? Yeah, that doesn't equate to they would be better at it. So that's one thing to consider. And then also that it's a minority of men that account for a lot of those risks. Just it's a minority of men that are the ones that are repeating the same crimes and going in prison, and the same men that are fucking killing people and all this shit.
Sure.
It's a small minority. The vast majority of men are outside of that. But those few guys, they inflate the numbers.
I think Andrew's whole point though was just emotion though. Being able to if a crazy ass situation happens where your pilot fucking dies over something.
Yeah, but it's a shitty example because it's just two people. If you were gonna ask me a woman who represents the average woman,
that's what
and a man who represents the average man.
That's what I'm saying.
But even if you did that, there's no fucking answer here.
There's no concrete answer.
That's
you would say?
just fucking him talking out of his ass based on his own fucking experience. And his experience.
Sure.
If you already, first of all, how long has he thought that? Because if you think that, then you'll pay more attention when you notice that a woman is driving like shit, or that a woman is fucking a shitty driver versus a man, right? You would pay more attention to it. It's called confirmation bias. One of the most simple concepts in psychology, that any fucking idiot can Google search. Even regular people know about it, but that's part of the reason why I take this up, because this guy Hassan, he brought up that women are safer drivers, and I'm they're safer driver. Okay.
Yeah,
does that mean they're better drivers?
They get into less accidents. That's what he was saying.
What the fuck? NASCAR drivers aren't doing something safe.
And that was one of the points that I think they touched on, how men are NASCAR drivers, but they're better drivers overall. Because is there women NASCAR drivers? Probably
no,
not.
Dude. There's Danica Patrick, and
that's the only one you know.
As far as I know, I don't know any male NASCAR drivers by name. I only know her because she was a woman and they made a huge deal out of it.
Which is a good point too. Which is I feel like men
those are very few men though. That's the other thing. But there are more men that are more interested in driving.
But what implies better though? That's the real question.
The ability to just handle the fucking car.
So it's not about being safer.
No, it's about accomplishing a goal with the car. For example, I've seen men that are excellent drivers. I grew up with a lot of my friends and shit. They were some fucking great drivers.
Okay.
But they did a lot of reckless shit just because they could, right? Just because they were I'll get away with it, right?
Or yeah.
And maybe if we had less of that, Paul Walker would still be alive, right? Because that was a professional driver that was driving that car.
100%.
Right? Now, was that guy a bad driver? No, I think he was highly skilled. I think he was an irresponsible driver, but definitely not a bad driver. He's a way better driver than the vast fucking almost everyone in the population.
I see what you mean. What is your thoughts on fucking where's my phone at? I don't know. Andrew's an interesting guy. He be trolling for the most part. But like when he does get into the debates, I be watching it just for the hell of it, like just to see what the fuck he's got to say. And yeah, people be telling him he's like super misogynistic. He don't give a fuck about women.
The shit about OnlyFans that you mentioned.
Well, let's talk about that one. What do you think about that?
That's an odd one to me, man. Because I could understand like.
Listen, I don't care what you say. I 100% agree with him on that. 100%. I don't care.
Because I could understand on the 100%. On the one hand, like. If she's working on OnlyFans, like I don't want to.
Bruh, if that's
I'm not trying to be with her.
Bruh, okay, but that's my point. Bruh, if that's your girl.
But why would you take it only for that job and not for any other job? Why would you take a portion only for that job?
Because she's showing her titties and ass and like her naked body. That's
what does that have to do with the money?
Isn't that's what you're there for? I'm pretty sure that's what you like your girl, right? Like that's what you guys do when you have alone time. That's like that's your private thing. You know what I mean? Like,
but she has to pay you money to like work on that. Like if that's
to work on that. What do you mean to work on that?
To just do the OnlyFans shit.
Yeah, you're my girl.
Yeah, but why does she owe you now money?
Because then you're not my girl.
Then you're pimping out your girl. That's not a girl. That's a fucking thought. Like if you need to charge her money. And you don't agree with that, like, that's not your girl, bro. That's a fucking business contract.
I don't know.
That's not your girl, bro. Like, if you, like, he's trying to take a half-ass morality approach to it that's fucking monetized. Like, it's not monetized, my dude. This is a relationship.
Okay, so you're in a relationship, right? Your girl really wants to do OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm out.
No, okay, but like, once again, hypothetical. Let's say you agree with it.
I don't.
Okay, but this is why there's hypotheticals, bro.
Okay, you forced me to agree with it.
Let's say she does it, right? But then you're like, yo, you know what? I mean, yeah, bro, I can't. That's my girl. Like, I get his point in a way, and I get what you're trying to say, because it could be like, oh, you're pimping her out or whatever, but maybe she wants to make some bread, some extra bread and shit, or whatever.
Maybe she does.
You feel like it's no fucking form or fashion.
The money's not gonna make me feel better about it.
Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, personally, I wouldn't even be with a girl who's doing OnlyFans.
See, that's the issue. There's your answer.
I know. So,
but he's not saying that. He's saying I want to cut.
Yeah, he's saying like if
he's just trying to pimp out whoever he's with. Then
it's like, all right, sure, you want to do OnlyFans, but you got to give me some money out of it because you're my girl, and you're mine. That's his whole debate. Which I'm not mad at either.
That's like a childish way that people look at each other in relationships, like you're mine. You're mine?
You don't like that whole term?
Like would you say that would you say that with your brother? Like you're mine, you're my brother.
Whoa, hey yo.
You're my brother, bro. Like what the fuck, bro? Like,
hey yo, no one says that though. But your significant other's different though, bro. You wouldn't say that? Like me and my bro,
it's a different relationship, but it's not a It's not.
But it's a romantic, so of course you can say you're mine. Of course,
but it's not about ownership. Like if it implies ownership, because he's making it literally imply ownership by monetizing.
Yeah, but forget the monetization of it. Like saying you're mine is not on some like literal shit though. Either.
Well, it is for him.
Well, I see what he's going off at though. I'm not mad at his point either. Like if that's the thing though, it's hard for me to even like debate with this because I personally wouldn't even fuck with a chick if she does OnlyFans. Like, so I'm already can't even really hypothesize. I can't do it on some hypothetical shit because it's hard.
I understand what you're saying that like you'll say like, oh, you're mine or be mine on Valentine's Day and all that bullshit.
No, fuck all that. Like,
but that's a fucking metaphor.
Of course, I mean. You're my girlfriend, sure. Right,
but he's thinking, yeah, and you know, you tell your brother you're my brother.
Like,
your mom, you're my mom, and your friend, you're my friend.
Let's say y'all are married, though. How about that? You know? Does that change it?
Yeah. Yeah, it changes it. It's like, why do you want to be a fucking thought all of a sudden? Like, you change, you're a different fucking person now. It's like, what are you trying to do? And, like, if you're going to do it regardless of how I feel about it, it's like, fuck you.
I mean, okay. See,
There's deal breakers even in marriage, man.
The thing is, this man is a fucking millionaire, bazillionaire, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. And you're gonna pimp her out for the fucking shit she's making on OnlyFans on top of the fact that you're already financially settled. That's an insecurity thing, bro. That's like you feel bad about what she's doing with her body, and so you want to take something back. And since she's gonna do OnlyFans and you don't want to leave her, you fucking take money because you can't take back the fucking nudity that she got somewhere else. You know, it seems like a clear case of insecurity, like masquerading as manliness, bro. It just seems so fucking obvious. Like, there's so much shit that I see when I see like these dudes that, you know, give out this aura like they're these super macho alpha males.
Yeah.
That shit is all insecurity.
You think so?
There's no need to fucking express yourself like that.
Sure.
There's no reason for a confident man to have to call himself an alpha male, to tell other people that they're alpha males, to sell alpha male products, to do any of that goofy shit.
I mean,
it's either a fucking money making scheme, or you're just insecure and you're projecting it out into the fucking world, masquerading it as confidence.
A lot of this shit I mean, he be in character though, Andrew Tate for the most part. So you got to take him with like
it's a good disguise.
You gotta take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is just having fun with it. I get some of his debates could be a little worse.
I'm speculating just based on the material I got so far.
Did you watch the shit where he was talking about the whole Great Reset or whatever?
I mean, listen, bro, I'm just not. It's hard for me to look at this guy.
I mean, it's not. He's not that. He's pretty entertaining. I wouldn't say he's that hard to watch.
I'll give him a second chance.
Give him a second chance, dude. You know what I mean? He's he ain't horrible.
I prefer, you know, a guy like Brandon Carter.
Who?
You don't know Brandon Carter?
No, man. These names you be telling me.
This is a self-made dude right here.
Who's Brandon Carter?
Brandon Carter, man, he was a guy. Listen, man, this is a guy who was going through it, bro. Like, this
guy couldn't be more exciting than Andrew Tate.
His fucking dad had just fucking died all of a sudden, right?
Okay.
And this dude was legit, like, straight out of fucking, like, he was like fucking 19 or some shit like that.
Okay.
Right? No one to take care of the family. They're poor as fuck. Dude got himself the 2 fucking jobs, started his own fucking business, selling straight out, like, in the fucking open, right? Was going to school at the same fucking time, got it all together, got the net worth over $1 million, got the big platform, right?
Okay.
And got his shit together, you know? And to be in a situation where you're just a little fucking jit, bro.
Who the fuck is he? You still haven't told me. What is he?
I just told you.
What does he do, though?
He has his own fucking business. He does a whole bunch of shit. He's, he started off as a fucking coach. And the fucking gym coach.
Is this guy famous? Or are you just talking about some guy you know?
He's probably about as famous as your guy, to be honest.
Hell no. Andrew Tate is way too more famous than him, bro.
I mean, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know that much about Andrew Tate other than the shit I've seen and where we've talked about.
But he doesn't have a famous company, Brendan Carter. He doesn't.
If you just look him up, like, just put him on YouTube.
Oh, he's on YouTube.
You should be able to see, like.
How old is he, bro?
Right now, you should probably be like.
Is he a boomer?
No, definitely not. No.
Oh.
He was like in his mid-30s or some shit. Like when I found out about his shit.
So what? Maybe like 40s, 50s?
No, definitely not 50s. Definitely not 50s.
Dude, did you see the Will Smith apology?
I didn't even want to see that shit. What was it like?
It was fucking gay.
Shit.
It's the best way I could describe it. Will just apologizing to...
This is the homie Brandon Carter.
Oh, this is just some YouTube guy.
Nah, I don't know how famous your guy is.
Was he on Fresh and Fit?
It's possible. He's probably the type.
Oh, never mind. He wasn't. I thought he was.
He has the 774K
Andrew Tate's way bigger right now. But this guy...
I don't know how...
This guy must be like really big in like the workout scene.
He was one of the big guys, you know. If you look at the workout scene, there's some interesting dudes there, man. There's a fucking Cali Muscle.
I don't know any of those.
Dude did hella fucking time over in, you know, after living in Compton and shit. You got the homie CT Fletcher, who's a fucking savage.
Never heard of him.
That guy will make you want to hit the gym.
Dude, I want to hit the gym.
That dude will make you want to hit the fucking gym. I'll tell you that right now.
Bro, have you ever seen have you ever heard of Houdini, magician?
Yeah.
David Blaine?
Yeah, that's more contemporary.
Damn, I didn't like that response to David Blaine.
Because he has like TV and illusions and they've shown how he does this shit and it's...
Which ones did he show?
You know, like the walk on water type shit.
That was fake as shit, bro.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. But dude, he did a lot of shit. You gotta give him credit though. He did a lot of wild shit too.
He did. It's just that there's a thing like, you know, when you're like nowadays we know you can do all types of shit on TV and it's like, you know.
Yeah, but I he's done a lot of shit that I was like, wow. Like the fucking what was it? He kept his breath for that was whatever. The one him being frozen.
That's the thing, though.
Was
It's
that
like,
fake?
I don't, bro, it's TV. I can't tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it was live. Like, he did it in front of a bunch of
that's
people.
what I'm saying, though. But, like, I don't know how.
He did that.
Like, you seen Penn and Teller?
I mean, I know about them, bro.
Right?
Forget them, bro. Have you heard of some guy that
They're
would...
pretty legit.
No, I'm not saying that.
They take a fucking bullet
Do they?
live on stage.
Oh, shit.
They have a guy sign it with his signature on it
Jesus.
from the fucking audience, selected, and then they end up with the same fucking bullet between their teeth. Right?
Okay. Fucking David Blaine was he was on Joe Rogan showing Joe some dude that would put like swords through his body. And like he would just stay alive. Like
I remember seeing
no
that.
blood would
through the
come
throat,
through all type of places, through his chest.
but like in a box.
No, like
He just stabs himself?
He's just standing.
He's just standing and stabbing himself.
Yeah, and like
With swords?
he'll put a whole sword through his body and no blood will come out.
Yeah, there's definitely an illusion there.
No, there's not. This guy was 100% real.
Yeah, but he's not stabbing himself.
No, he is. He would need doctors while he did the trick. And it's not even a trick. Like, that's the thing. David Blaine, his whole thing is, like, he would do tricks for a bit, and then, like, he wanted to step it up and just do shit that was very hard. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, and then he looked up to guys like the guy I'm talking about that would do the sword shit.
Yeah.
But he would need doctors on site immediately. So as soon as he does the whole, like, pull in the sword to your chest shit, he would need, like,
So you're telling me this guy stabbed himself in the chest with a sword?
bruh, I'll put it on YouTube right now.
Right.
I had searched it up and watched.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm just skeptical of the idea that this guy's literally stabbing himself.
Yeah.
Right? It might look like he is.
You ever seen it's in the fuck, what's that shit called, the toothpick, the ice toothpick, that David Blaine does, the trick that he puts a toothpick through his arm, a nice toothpick,
I've seen shit like that. Yeah.
and like it goes all the way in, and then he just pulls it out and no blood comes out.
Yeah.
That's where he got inspired from. So he started doing it like
Yeah.
that. But he ain't that godly.
I'm just saying we should be like open to the idea that this is an illusion rather than
No, I don't
like
think
even if
so.
you're doing it in front of people, there's still ways to trick people.
Sure, I'm not mad at that, but look, this guy found it.
Hungry for something different? Try Marie Callender's tender.
Forgot his name. What's his name, bro?
Ready in 7 minutes.
Marine Dajo. Marine Dajo. This guy was fucking cracked, bruh. Look at this shit. You can't tell me this was fucking planned out or like scripted.
A middle-aged Dutchman.
No, but it can be an illusion.
It's not an illusion, bruh.
This is no fake. Neither is it a miracle. It could probably be done to you if you were willing to submit to a
Bruh.
dangerous operation.
Ah! Dude, look at that shit.
Distinguished surgeons who saw the film.
Dog.
He explained it all this way. Years ago, Indian mystics showed Dajo how swords could be passed through their bodies without causing injury. Persuaded him
Sheesh.
to let them experiment. A thin
Holy
round sword
shit.
was pushed through his skin between the ribs low on the left side.
Send me that video.
Bruh, and then like,
Send me that video. Like I just don't want you to forget because I want to look into that. That's pretty.
bruh, so whatever. And then David Blaine's whole point was like, where mind could defeat, like your mind could do a lot more than people actually know.
Well, that's what the Buddhist monks found out, right? That type of shit.
That was his whole take on.
And that's where it said in that video that this guy got it from the Hindus, the yogis and shit that were able to do the same thing.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even hear that. But yeah, like it's crazy what our mind could really accomplish, and that's David Blaine's whole take on like the shit he be doing, like staying underwater for holding his breath for a very long time. Bro, on Joe Rogan, he had a frog just in his stomach. Like he had to drink like 20 water bottles
Yeah.
to have enough water so the frog could just live there in his stomach. And then he eventually just
Threw up.
threw it up out.
Yeah.
Not literally throw up, but like he just spit a bunch of water and like
And
he
it
eventually
came out.
it came out and put the frog in Joe Rogan's hand. And yeah, bro, just like David Blaine's impressive, bro. Like I know a lot of his shit might be on some real illusion shit and TV shit, but I believe there's a couple like
No, there's a lot of things. No, I mean, I think the reason that he got famous is because he was actually able to like do some really good fucking illusions and some shit that's actually fucking
impressive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I forgot how long he had hold his breath, but that was
I
ridiculous.
mean, I had a neighbor who used to live here that used to do shit like that.
Yeah. Dude, and that's nothing. We didn't even touch on Houdini. Houdini is the real god.
Yeah, he's very famous for that type of shit.
Like, he was that dude, bro. Like,
for like being under, like fucking, you leave him underwater, right?
Yeah.
And he would be like with a, what do you call it? One of those psychiatric vest on, right? Straight vest.
Yeah.
Straight jacket. And he would just figure out a way to take it out and shit like that.
Yeah, he'll be locked in somewhere. He'll be able to get out.
Yeah, that sort of stuff.
He ended up dying because he had one show left, and or not one show left, my fault. He had a show that he had to do, and he was feeling extremely bad, bro. And I forgot what he had died. Well, it was way too long ago, so we couldn't find the cause of why Houdini died. But he was feeling extremely bad to the point where, like, he's like, nah, fuck it, man. I gotta do it for my fans. Like, he was that fucking
bad idea,
devoted, like, to just go all the way. Like, he can't just like stop now. And yeah, bro, after he did the trick or whatever the thing he did, he ended up passing away, bro.
Yeah.
So Houdini was a god. I wanted to look up into more about Houdini because he did some wild shit. I seen David Blaine talking about it. I just can't remember in the spot. But Houdini was that dude when you talk about magicians. Magicians are one of the most interesting people in the world, bro.
There is some interesting shit that's been done. By the way, there is this one magician. He died recently.
That sucks.
Who he was extremely famous because on the one hand, you know, he was an atheist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he dedicated his life after he became like a famous magician to just be upfront with people. Like, look, it's either an illusion or it's just something that you don't understand. It's not literal fucking magic. There's nothing going here.
Yeah, we know that, yeah.
There's nothing going on here against the laws of physics.
Right.
And there was a bunch of people who were claiming that they had all these powers, and they would go on TV shows and they would trick like talk show hosts.
Come on,
right?
dude.
And he would just dedicate his life to just getting, like, just disproving the bullshit behind these people and showing how they do things. That to a regular person would be like, how does he do it, man? He must really have like the power of the mystics and shit, you know. He would show that, no, man, this isn't what you think it is.
David Blaine is nice with the cards too, bro. Like, he'll do some crazy card tricks that he could do like nothing, bro. Like, I've seen countless videos. A lot of them are probably already planned and shit. But he knows how to, like, I forgot what it's called, like a tuck. Like, you could just, card tricks are insane, dude. To be pulling off shit like that, like.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I told you, I had a neighbor that used to do them, man. They were fucking amazing.
Yeah, bro. You wouldn't even see it. You gotta be really quick, dude.
I remember one time he pulled a card from his fucking fridge after some guy
100%
had it. Like, he had done a series of shit with this guy. And
that's some shit David Blaine does, dog.
It was odd.
Yeah, like David Blaine had guessed the numbers of like I forgot what it was, like the numbers of like somebody's $50 bill. He had guessed it on the cards. Like, just wow, like, just like, come on, dude, like that had to be planned. But yeah, dog, what's your thoughts on being the hubby of a WNBA player?
Not a fan. Big feet scare me though.
Listen, dude, would you do it? If she wanted to, like, pimp you out?
Hell no. Fuck you mean pimp me out?
Not pimp you out, but, like, she really wants to be the provider and really digs you, bro. But she's a WNBA player. You gotta be hubby. You gotta pull up to the games.
I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I'm not a fan of that.
You wouldn't be a supportive husband?
I'm just not a fan of that.
A fan of WNBA?
Of just being the guy in the sidelines.
Damn. You wouldn't support...
I gotta do me, bro.
You wouldn't support your girl?
I can't be going game to game. I got my own life to live.
Listen, bro, we boost up the ratings. WNBA have all the chicks play topless.
You're not gonna boost up the ratings, bro. It's like Bill Burr says, bro. He's like, listen, bro, you complain about the salaries. All these women complaining about the salaries. Why don't you watch their fucking games if you want them to have a better salary?
Listen, bro.
Why don't you fucking show up at the stadium and watch their fucking game and pay money?
My wasn't as bad, but
and buy shirts.
Sure.
It's because you don't give a fuck about the WNBA.
A lot of people would if they were topless.
Men do.
Listen, bro.
Men care about the NBA.
if WNBA players were topless during the games, bruh, the NBA would be extinct.
Yeah.
100%. I don't care what anybody says. That's it. There would be no NBA. The WNBA would take over.
I don't know, man, because, like, the strip club is right around the corner.
Yeah, but it's different seeing bitches ball naked.
And if they were doing like nude basketball, they wouldn't be picking the best fucking players, bro. They'd be
Not
picking
nude.
some chicks with like fucking gorgeous fucking tits and.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like just.
You always got to be technical, but my point would still stand. Titties, man.
They'd have great ratings, just like Pornhub.
100%. Oh my god! Some guy just texted me, and it just reminded me of a topic, dude. I met some random ass dude on Uber Eats.
Oh fuck.
And we might have him on the podcast.
That'd be great.
Listen, I don't know his views. I don't know if he's a pedophile.
So have you guys said more than like 10 words?
No, he was like, I pulled up to his crib because I had delivered some food of his. I pull up to his crib and he just starts talking to me like, I don't know. The guy was very talkative, so I'm just like, but he was cool though. So I was just like talking back to him, and I don't know. It got to the point where like we're talking about like he's asking me about Uber and shit, like how's it going, this and that, how do you do shit, because I think he's trying to like look for extra income or whatever. And he's telling me about him. He's like he works at a hospital or some shit, whatever the case. He's telling me like I think I told him I was looking for like if there's any jobs open, I'll be down to like apply, blah blah blah. Long story short, this guy's texting me about like wanting to talk for a little bit. I don't know what about like.
Listen, man, I think you got a man fan.
Listen, bro. All I asked him was, "Do you listen to podcasts?" And that was my other question. Could he be gay? But he didn't listen. I kind of know when a guy is gay, but this guy didn't come off as gay.
He might be very succinct, you know.
He could be on the I'm hiding type shit, in the closet type shit. I get it. But yeah, bro, we might have this guy next episode. So.
He's like Joey Diaz has this shit where he says, you know, there's some guys out there, you know, these guys out there that you know. If I fucking talk to this guy, he'd fucking suck my dick.
No, I don't think
if I talk to this guy the right way, if I gave him a Quaalude, whatever the fuck it was, he'd end up sucking my fucking dick. I could talk this guy into sucking a dick.
Listen,
It's possible to talk this guy into sucking a dick. And he just says he could tell.
he wants to hear some of our podcasts.
Give it to him.
Should I?
Why the fuck not?
What happened if he's like some woke dude and we throw him on the pod, that's it. The ratings are going up.
Well, that's why. You give him the pod so that he knows.
No, I think that would be a bad idea. I think that's what had happened with our other guest, that fucking dumb bitch that I was going to have on the show.
Mm.
I showed her the pod and like...
And she ended up not coming on because she was asleep.
It was a wrap. She was like, what's wrong with critical race theory? And I was just
Did
like,
she listen?
No, she had asked me that like before, but then once I seen that question, I was like, oh, forget about it. It's a
I mean,
wrap.
she didn't listen. If she's asking you, she didn't fucking listen. It's like, bitch, the podcast is there for a reason.
She don't give a fuck about that, bro. You think people that are not that people that just don't know about politics, they don't give a shit about that.
Sounds like she's emotional about it, though. It sounds like she just doesn't want to be open to the idea that she's wrong about critical race theory.
I mean, we didn't.
Like everything the Republicans supports, I gotta do the opposite. You know.
That was her vibe overall. We didn't get into it, but like, bro,
I gotta do whatever the guy from the fucking the Colbert Show or fucking Trevor Noah or one of these. Fucking...
She got turned off when I told her that we do it from the whip.
I don't give a fuck what she thinks.
I'm
Tell
not.
her we do it from a fucking sewer next time she asks.
How
about that?
Listen, bro, I don't care. I have no shame about the pod.
Fuck out of here. Fucking criticizing the podcast. Who the fuck is she? Who the fuck does she think she is?
Listen, bro,
She should go fuck her mother. That's what she should do. Fuck her.
Listen, bro, if you're listening, I hope you do that. She's not listening.
And fucking film it too.
She's not that attractive. She's actually like.
That's not the point.
She's actually like way older than me. She's like on some like midlife crisis shit.
I mean, it's apparent.
Nah.
If you're that committed to like fucking.
I just met her randomly on Wynwood. Like,
if you're that emotional about politics and you know nothing about the subject at hand, like there's something wrong.
Bruh, she's one of those chicks that like reposts like Democratic shit all fucking day on IG.
My god.
I had to unfollow.
That's fucking ugh.
Nah, because I'm down for different views. I'm cool with all type of people.
But if it's your fucking life, get the fuck away from me.
It's not that it's her life, but
Get away from me.
She's on the LGBTQ train.
How much time are you spending thinking about this shit? You know?
She just anything that's like democratic or like LGBTQ whatever, she reposts.
We had a phase, right?
We did.
We had a phase.
We got out of it.
But it was just because I had a lot of shit to fucking, cover.
Listen, bro, we were the anti-communist boys.
You know?
Still are.
Still are.
But we gotta...
But now I'm thinking about, fucking Freemasonry and devil worshippers and fucking ancient Egypt and shit,
Dude, there's a Cuban Freemason,
There's a lot, actually.
There's one in, it's actually right next to Mylander. The park? Mm-hmm. You been there?
A Cuban Freemasonry what? There's like a lodge?
That's for Cuban Freemasons.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was just so weird at it. Guys, I'm gonna show you. It's right
I didn't
next to
know that,
Mylander.
but I know there's a lot of Freemasons in Cuba.
And Cuba? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, there is. My dad knew a lot of them.
Really?
Yeah.
There's Freemasons in Cuba, bro?
Yeah, they actually
Jesus
sent a letter
Christ.
talking about the protest, about like they didn't like the repression and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold up, give me 1 second. What is it? What's the name of it, bruh?
Yeah, Freemasonry is alive in Cuba, definitely. It's
Wow.
always been alive in Cuba. Like, I just don't.
It's called Asociación de Cubanos Masones Nuevos Horizontes de Masón.
Yeah.
I think it might be this, but there's no actual, like, pic of it. The fuck? Hialeah Opalaka Lodge. There's a... Dude, lodge number 391. Jesus.
Anyways,
Oh, this is it. Look, I just found it. No way. There's not much pics of it, but... Oh, there's some in the inside. Look, the checkered floors.
Yeah.
Look at the Cuban fucks. Is it just... I don't get... Why is it just a Cuban one, though? Is there, like, a Puerto Rican one?
There's different lodges. Like
Is there just an all-black one?
The most popular one here is in the U.S., especially in the South, is like the Scottish Rite.
What? Really?
Which is the one that has the 33 degrees.
Look at all these old fucks wearing the shit. Should this even be photographed?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying, you said they're very, Look, he's wearing the thing.
Yeah.
I thought it wasn't supposed to be...
No, they show photos of themselves with that shit all the time.
Oh, okay. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Look, okay, this dude is, Well, yeah, interesting. I never knew there was specific ones, like, based on,
Oh, yeah. That's one of the interesting things about Freemasonry is, like, when you read their esoteric works,
Yeah.
And they're the shit that seems sort of like a cult almost, like it's hidden type shit, because their whole thing is, like, hiding...
in plain sight?
In plain sight, but, like, the reason they do it is because they're sort of attempting to explain something that can't be explained with words, in their opinion, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, they don't want to just spit it out for the profane public, right?
Yeah.
And this is the same thing the Egyptians did. They would hide it, but, like, in plain sight, right? This is why they think that it's all connected. Like, they basically, the way that they saw it is that if you look at these people like John Anthony West, these researchers into ancient Egypt, they think it's all a symbolic way of communicating.
Shit is stupid, bro.
There's two religions. There's the religion that regular people believe, and then there's the religion of the people that know what the fuck is behind the religion, what it actually represents. These people are actually believing that, God created the earth in 6 days. And none of them have ever even, they laugh at that idea. Right? So can you imagine a society where, like, symbolically they were able to express math, art, philosophy, all of it, all of their knowledge structure together into a group of symbols? Can you imagine, like a group of symbolic ceremonies and shit that expressed all of those things at the same time? Like, imagine if instead of taking calculus and physics,
You did it all at
and
once?
math and art, you had, like, one huge class that you learned little by little.
Of everything.
And it changed your perspective on everything. It was like shifting your consciousness like a few degrees
Brainwashing.
and completely see the world in a completely different way.
I mean,
Right.
sure, there's all type of perspectives, but...
Now, part of this always reminds me of DMT and shit like that. Because to me, that was like the real initiation.
Okay.
If you took the third hit, you're fucking initiated, bro.
Right.
You've seen the other side, bro.
Okay.
You fucking stared fucking God in the face, you know?
That would be scary.
So, I'm just saying, man. There's a lot of weird shit out there. You know?
Dude, the Freemasons didn't call me back.
Why the fuck would they call us back?
I am...
Didn't you say your name was Jim John or some shit like that? Like, who the fuck would call that guy
I
back?
said Billy James.
Billy James. Get the fuck out of here, baby.
I couldn't think of one at the moment.
First of all, Billy James in South Florida.
It's not impossible, but yeah.
Where are you living, in Coral Gables? Where the fuck
Type
are
shit. For sure you're living in Coral Gables with that name. 100%, dude.
Oh,
dude, getting a fresh haircut makes you feel like Mandingo.
Not feeling it.
What?
Not feeling it.
You don't agree with my take?
Maybe like trimming my pubes or some shit. You know?
Trimming your pubes?
It makes it look bigger, you know?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not being exact. I'm not being so literal, bro. I don't mean you got a big ass dick. I mean just like you think you're the man. Like, you know what I mean?
You mean a haircut or a pube job? You know what I'm saying? Because you trim your pubes.
Oh, no. Like an actual haircut.
Oh, no, definitely not.
What?
No. Because if I get a haircut and I still got hairy ass pubes, I feel like I've solved nothing.
That's what you're worried about?
If we're talking Mandingo status, yeah.
Bro, I'm not... Okay, I see what you mean. Cutting your pubes makes your dick look bigger, et cetera, et cetera. I don't mean literal...
And it's probably more pleasurable, you know, when you try to fuck her, you know, because, like...
I don't mean literal big dick.
You gotta have, like, your actual, like, the skin...
I meant mentality.
Smack that clitoris, you know what I mean?
I meant the mentality of Mandingo.
You want to make that happen.
Mandingo was real, by the way.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Nah, but getting a cut definitely, like, you definitely want to... You feel you're at your best.
Those chicks are getting torn apart. That is a horse cock.
Didn't he fuck some chicks?
Dude, he was this fucking porn star.
Oh, yeah, he was a porn star, right?
Yeah.
Dude, R.I.P. to those girls.
No, that's... I swear to God, bro, that's like buffalo cock or some shit. Like, that's just... It's too much. Like, bro, this is...
How did Mandingo even become, like, a cultural icon?
I just want to know how his heart is able to pump up enough blood to maintain a fucking elephant trunk.
Hey, yo, but,
How in the fuck is that
How did
possible?
Mandingo become, like, an icon?
Bro, what else is needed when you got a fucking elephant trunk?
Like, did he just do porn when... Like, did somebody just find him and, like, got lucky, hit the jackpot?
He just exists.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
like,
more than enough.
And, like, the first girl that seen his dick was like, yo.
No, she ran. I'm sure she ran.
She probably told every fucking chick, like, yo.
Listen, bro, like, there's, you know what I'm saying, there's, like, the NCAA, there's the Olympics, and there's whatever the fuck this is. I'm not on this level.
Dude, she
We'll
must
find
have...
another chick for this shit.
The girls that have seen him probably, like, that, like, have a story for sure every time to tell people. Like, yo, you know I met Mandingo?
Yeah,
That's a wild fucking story, bro. First of all, getting pumped by like a 12, however big his dick is, no homo, is insane. But whatever, I don't...
It just sounds extremely painful, bro.
Listen, the LGBTQ people out there are enjoying this.
Yo, those chicks are suffering.
Are they though?
I mean, maybe there's some of them that are like...
That enjoy it.
That are like that fucking...
Loose?
Yeah.
I don't want to... I don't know any other term that could...
Because you would definitely hurt a regular woman with that.
You think he got a reduction?
Doubtful. It wouldn't be good for his career, bro.
Yeah, but his health, though.
His health. This is the fucking porn industry, my man.
That's my man, third leg, bruh.
This is the homie that doubles up on Viagra so he can actually get enough oxygen pumped into that thing, you know?
But I'm saying, having the third leg, is that even healthy?
It doesn't seem like it's healthy.
That's what I'm saying. There could have been some really bad health thing to it. You know what I mean?
You're definitely going to have a way harder time getting it up, you know?
100%. You got to be extremely excited,
There's
maybe.
so much blood in there.
Yeah, dude, like... God
Amazing.
damn, dude. Did Mandingo pass away?
I don't know, but I definitely wouldn't be surprised if he did.
And I don't even want to search that up, so...
You know, this fucking search history. Did Mandingo die?
I just don't even want to search up the word Mandingo, bro, so we'll I guess we'll have to just guess. I don't he's probably still alive somewhere. Mandingo, if you're hearing this, come on the pod, bro. That'll be a hell of a guess.
I'd have so many questions, bro.
Yo,
Have you accidentally like killed a porn star doing that shit? Like,
damn, that would be the worst question to ask, but yeah.
I did hear this story about like a chick that fucked like she took the horse cock.
Oh my god.
And she
what
died
a
or some
nasty
shit.
Thought.
I swear to God, I heard about this.
She took a dick from the horse?
Yeah.
Dude, what a thought.
She bought that money. She was getting lucrative, bro.
She was getting paid for it?
It's porn.
Oh, I mean, but still, though, like, what the fuck?
My thing is like,
R.I.P.
is there really like a demand for this?
For real, not even like how nasty do you have to be to actually let a horse cock in you?
I've never seen a horse with an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't seem like a thing.
She died. Like instantly?
That's what I hear. I don't know how true it is, but like it makes sense. I mean, bro, the anatomy. I mean, come on, bro. Bro, my pops, he grew up like in Cuba. He grew up on the east side of Cuba where there's like fucking ranches and shit like that.
People are fucking cows?
And he would talk, oh yeah, there was a lot of that going on.
I've heard a lot of that.
But listen. This is something that he would talk about. He's like, you want to know how like a horse gets rid of flies, how he kills flies?
Yeah.
Right? When there was a fly, he would just bump his cock up and make it slam his chest. And just squish the fly.
Yo, right? That's OD.
And it's like, it makes sense. He doesn't have any arms. So just patiently wait for that fucker to get between my cock.
The fact that he's like able to even like control the meat is ridiculous. That's power.
I mean,
that's horsepower.
Stallion, bro. That's
the
horsepower.
Stallion,
100%
bro.
Horsepower. Perfect.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, just think about that, bro.
I'm trying to visualize her getting fucked by the horse.
I just can't imagine what that was like for the horse. He
must have been having the fucking time of his life. Like, damn, I got some fresh pussy.
I just don't think he would have, like, this is a serious thing, is like, I don't know if she was just giving it to the horse and he was strapped, but if they just let the horse pound her, like, yo, that guy is not going to want to stop.
No, 100%.
Like, he's just going to ram her.
This is the freshest pussy he's ever felt in his life, or he ever would.
Especially if that thing was, like, abstinent. Right?
Oof, that
he
boy.
was like a racehorse, because they don't let racehorses like ejaculate and shit.
Do they?
Before they retire. Once they retire, then they can breed.
Oh wow! Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, this is a thing they have.
Horses are cool.
Horses are the fucking shit, man. I used to in Cuba. I would ride them shits, man. It was awesome.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I've never ridden a horse.
It's fucking amazing.
Dude, let's talk about people fucking cows in Cuba.
Oh, that's a thing.
I've heard about that.
That's a fucking thing, dude. I'm not fucking around.
Dude.
That's not just a Cuba thing. That's like anywhere where there's people that are like there's an uneducated side of people and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just them.
What's that place called? Pino de Rio or whatever?
Pinar del Rio.
Pinar de Rio. Is that where that happens?
Nah, Pinar del Rio is closer to like fucking Havana and shit.
Where are they fucking cows at, bro?
Bro, that's like over in Oriente.
Los Guajiros?
La Tuna. Yeah. The Guajiro.
Extreme Guajiros
yeah,
there,
I don't
right?
know how common it is now.
Yeah, I imagine.
Because now they got fucking phones and shit.
And they've heard of Mandingo and Horsecock Lady.
But I want you to understand, like, this is how those guys think about you guys that are going on Pornhub right now.
They're hating?
They're thinking, bruh, you're not even getting a pussy. You're using your own fucking hand.
I'm out here fucking a cow.
I'm getting pussy, bruh.
Fuck you guys.
I'm using an actual fucking vagina.
Dude, fucking a cow is sick.
I just can't think of, like, because you grow up with that disgusting stench all over the fucking place, so if you get a few feet closer, it won't do anything to you. Oh, but I just can't imagine doing it, bro.
Dude, inserting your cock? Where do you insert it?
In the fucking pussy. What do you mean? You thought they're doing anal with the cow or some shit? Like, what do you...
Dude, I'm just not even, like, on board. I'm not rolling, bro.
Bro, I saw this hilarious video. When I was doing this shitty-ass...
Cubans are crazy.
I was doing this shitty-ass job one time for, like, this shitty-ass agency. This was back in my fucking days when I was, like...
Was it the...
Between semesters in college, bro.
Was it the telemarketing, the shit we went to?
No, it was way worse than this. This was, like, unloading containers and shit.
Okay.
And they had these new guys come in, and they were from like fucking like this guy. He did no English. Did not want to work, but he was like telling hella jokes. And he was just fucking around or whatever.
Hey.
And he pulls out the phone, and he shows me this fucking video.
Him fucking a cow?
No, not him. It was this
my
fucking
God.
dude. I don't know what country this is. This dude had like 3 teeth.
Best gore type shit.
He was like skinny as fuck, like an anorexic or some shit like that.
Okay.
And he's on top of this rock because he's like 5 feet tall.
Oh, God.
And he's fucking a cow. And next thing you see is his fucking face. He's making this retarded orgasm face. Right?
Yeah. He busted?
He was busting all up and down that fucking. It wasn't a cow. It was a horse. My bad.
That's even sicker.
Yeah, it was a horse.
Damn, poor horse, bruh. What happens if you fuse like sperm and like the egg of an animal?
They won't reproduce.
Thank God.
They can't reproduce. You see all types of hybrids, man.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I thought about that really quick. I'm like, nah, that can't be true. There would have been too many shit out there, right?
It's perfect that doesn't happen, because, bro,
Wow, dude.
see some fucked up hybrids, you know? Can you imagine?
Any animal with the human?
Yeah, any other species. It can't really be another species. Like, what there was is, like, for example, I mean, it can be some other species if they're closely enough related. Like,
yeah, I'm thinking something could do it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like, for example, humans back in the day, like, there were also Neanderthals.
That's different.
And humans mated with Neanderthals, right?
That's different, yeah. I mean, like, actual animals.
And so there's, like, mules that you get from, like, I don't know, a donkey and a horse or some shit like that.
Right. Oh,
Right.
yeah, that is true, yeah. But what would happen to the Neanderthals and the Homo sapiens?
We outbreeded them.
But I'm saying
But we have some of their DNA.
But I'm saying when they fucked, how would they come out?
They came out mostly as humans, I would imagine. Or as Neanderthals, it depends. I'm not sure. That's actually a good question.
Was it a mix? Was it like 50?
Yeah, no, it was definitely a mix. I'm just not sure. You would have to talk to a fucking evolutionary biologist about some shit like that, bro.
And how did that relationship even get along? Like, hey, I'm here with retard.
I don't know, because they were fucking... Bro, I've seen them. I was like, bro, there's no way I'm fucking that.
Really?
There's just no way I couldn't. And I heard...
How were the chicks looking like?
Bro, you do not want to know.
Can we search up how they look?
Yes.
Dude, I'm actually gonna look that up. Some Neanderthal ass?
Bruh.
You wouldn't get some Neanderthal cheeks?
Some hairy-ass Neanderthal cheeks?
How was the ass cheeks looking? How were the titties?
Bruh. They can hear us typing right now. Neanderthal, female. I swear to God, if it says near me right after that.
Near me, that would be hilarious. They look like fucking apes type shit. Is it this?
Yeah.
Jesus. They're not horrible, but I see what you mean, dude. To fuck one of these
No,
things.
I don't think you understand what they sounded like.
They didn't. Yeah, I figured, dude. We're talking about civilizations from.
They remade the voice, right? Using the throat. No, it's way worse than you can imagine. That's fucked up.
Who is this supposed to be?
Some celebrity they're fucking trying right now.
They trolled the shit out of her. Damn, being a this is probably like a really good one.
Apparently, there were more Neanderthals in Europe.
Really?
At a certain time, or in a certain parts of Africa where the people that ended up moving to Europe were, because there's more Neanderthal blood and DNA and people from Europe than than in Africa, for example.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, I gotta take back everything I said about Brian Callen, bro.
What happened? You fucked with him now? You found something?
I actually. Well, first of all, I think him and Chris D'Elia.
Yeah,
you say
close enough, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to say his name.
Some Italian shit going on.
Yeah, he's some Italian shit. Chris D'Elia and Brian Callen are actually pretty funny, dude.
Yeah.
I seen and I feel like the whole thing with Brian Callen is he's just a troll, dude. I actually fuck with him. The reason why I do fuck with him, honestly, because he's like, he'll take the joke and like keep it going with him. Like, he'll be the joke.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, he'll just keep it going. Like, so I actually respect him for that.
Yeah.
Like, watching him, like, a lot, because I've been watching, apparently he has a podcast with Brendan Schwab or whatever.
Yeah, he
does. The Fighter and the Kid.
Yeah.
Which is already, like, I don't think... But
I can't handle that.
No, but I did watch when Chris D'Elia was on it for a little bit, and Yo, Chris D'Elia is actually pretty funny, dude.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not in sense of like writing, but like banter, and like just talking shit with
Off
these
the
dudes.
head, freestyle.
Yeah, like off the head, he's pretty funny, dog. Like, and they're like, I was just watching that shit, and I take back what I say, dog. Like, I actually fuck with Brian now.
There's
like,
an amazing thing about Doug Stanhope, though, bro. You gotta watch the acid bootleg tape. You gotta do it, man. You gotta.
I fuck with Doug Stanhope too. I really. He was pretty good for sure.
His acid bootleg is amazing.
But yeah, he's writing for sure. His written is pretty good. Like his actual written comedy.
You remember the 10% gay shit? That wasn't him. The
10% gay shit.
Brody Stevens.
Brody Stevens.
He went on
Sounds
Joe
familiar.
Rogan's podcast, and he was like, I went to Thailand, I pushed it to the limit.
Oh, we talked about this.
Right? Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
Brody Stevens was in the fucking stage during that shit. I mean, not in the stage. He was in the. I think he had just performed or some shit.
Okay.
Prior to Doug Stanhope showing up, and he was trying to get Brody Stevens laid.
Was he?
Early on the set, yeah. He was trying to get a pity fuck or a pity hand job.
Got you.
You know, just anything that would lead to him like having an orgasm.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I take back what I said. I actually think Brian Callen's actually funny. He's like a troll.
Oh yeah.
Like he just be trolling, dude. Like, so now that I understand how he jokes and shit, it's like, oh, okay, I got you now, bro. He's not as serious as I always took him. So, but yeah, Chris D'Elia is a fucking idiot. He's hilarious, bro. Them two are and just Brandon just in the background.
Man,
Yeah, I fuck with them.
comedy's gonna have to be underground, you know.
Why?
Just in the near future, you know, unless there's like a serious pushback, you know.
I doubt it. I mean, the whole
People are pussified. People are scared. Like comedians are scared of that type of shit. You know, like they'll push it, but the vast majority of them will either be ruined if they step out, or like they'll be so fucked over it, like it'll fuck them up. You don't want to end up like the guy from Seinfeld.
like Kramer.
Oh yeah.
What did he scream, like nigger or some shit?
Yeah, he did it he kept it going because the
Yo.
crowd was like, "Bruh, that is so fucked up, bruh." Like,
Yeah, but Kramer
it was
was-
this one black guy in the audience who took it specifically like very fucking personal. Like
Yeah.
he saw Kramer with a Klan outfit that day, right?
Yeah, but I felt like Kramer was just like, he was just trying to release the N-bombs immediately.
He just wanted to keep it going, but he was bombing
Yeah, he bombed horribly,
bad.
dog.
I feel like if it had gone well, like if the people in the crowd would have laughed at that shit,
He would have kept it going.
he would have kept it going, but it wouldn't have been as
Of course. It's because he bombed so bad.
yeah, because like Louis C.K. has spit it out.
That's the thing. This comedy always has the pick and choose. Life is a whole bunch of pick and choose bullshit.
Louis C.K. is doing comedy and like he's podcasting right now, right? Like this.
I heard, yeah.
He's like mad underground. He's waiting for the right moment so that he can get right back up on that stage and whoop his dick out in front of everyone.
I heard, fuck, what were we just talking about? Kramer. Did you see his apology?
That shit was hilarious.
That shit was priceless.
He ended up going out there with Seinfeld, like Jerry Seinfeld himself.
Yeah, Jerry, you had to like fucking PR
This
the whole thing.
This is not funny. It's not
Publicize
funny.
the whole, yeah, he was like the publicist of the moment.
I am so. Oh, by the way, you know Kramer's a Freemason?
Wow, he would be.
Yeah,
Really? How do you know?
it's self-admitted.
Oh, he said it?
Yeah, it's not that secretive. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, I don't know. I don't know he just said it
most
out.
Masons, if you just ask them, they'll tell you.
Like blatantly? Like,
But
yo.
like most of them won't go out of their way to let you know that they're a fucking They won't be like, yo, so I'm a Mason. You know, I was at the lodge the other. Like they won't do that.
I think that's cap. I think a lot of them hide it. And if they if they do, I mean, sure, there's.
No, they'll tell you,
I mean, yeah, they won't say anything crazy,
but they won't go beyond that.
but they know they know where to say it and who to say it to.
And they know good PR for it as well. Like,
They're not pulling up to Joe Rogan and saying it. You know what I mean?
no, they won't say it like that. I mean, like if you think about who the Masons are, like for example, a lot of people think that Walt Disney was a Mason,
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
but he was in actually a fraternity of young men created by Freemasonry.
I heard he was an extreme racist.
He went to one of the Demolay schools,
What the fuck is that?
which is like one of those schools where they started a fraternity, where the Freemasons started a fraternity. So it's like Freemasonry for kids, basically, is what it is.
Oh wow.
Right? Yeah.
Was there a link with Walt Disney and Nazis? Or am I just...
There was a whole lot of like shit that Disney did back in the day.
That involved Nazis in the cartoons or some shit?
Yeah, that had shit to do with that.
Yeah, I figured.
But then a lot of it was like selling war bonds for the U.S. So like...
Really?
Yeah.
What's war bonds?
War bonds are just like... A bond is just like debt that you pay back eventually.
War, okay. So they
like,
just had some debt?
So like if you get a loan in a bank, to them that's basically a bond.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because they're the ones that are getting paid off of it. So it's a bond.
Gotcha.
So a war bond is just like I give the U.S. military money today, and little by little they'll just pay me back with interest. Right?
Oh, okay. Why was he...
Because everybody wanted to help in the Great War.
And this dude was just fucking stacked.
I just remember those cartoons because I saw them a few months ago. Like fucking, they were making fun of Hitler and
That's dope.
like his allies and the Japanese. It was mad racist, the Japanese and shit.
100%,
and like the
100%.
Italian shit, they were making fun of them like a motherfucker. Like the Italian fascist,
Yeah.
Mussolini, they were ranking on that dude. Oh yeah.
That's dope. Is it like is this like, what's that shit called? Warner Brothers? Is it that? Like that?
Yeah.
Like on some Bugs Bunny,
Yeah,
those
yeah.
shits back in the days. What's so bad about like people be like so like, oh my god, racist cartoons? It's like, is it really that serious?
I feel like back then, like it wasn't evident to anyone because like everyone was sort of in their own world. It was only evident probably to like, you know, black people because they were the minority and there still wasn't like the civil rights reform.
True. I mean, yeah.
So if there's no black people on TV ever,
I get the whole.
and then when there are, it's just some dude dressed up in blackface making fun of you,
Blackface, yeah,
or
yeah.
it's some black dude that they got to like fucking sing, and then after that you never hear what he thinks about anything. Nobody cares.
What the racist cartoons back in the day were pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. Like the whole like
Yeah.
the big ass faces, the big
Yeah.
mouth, big
But
nose.
I think the emotional response today is fucking stupid.
like it's
Today,
it's over exaggerated.
Like, yo, you care more than the people back then cared about the cartoon. Like, they were worried about actual shit, like clan
violence, people dying, like, you know, regular.
rallies. They just saw that as a extra nuisance, like an extra way of subverting them as people. You know, because if you want to dehumanize someone, you fucking make fun of them in cartoons and shit like that. You always do that. That like the Nazis did it.
Yeah?
You
Propaganda?
you cartoon them. You have to. It's an excellent way to like demoralize and dehumanize people.
Dude, I can me straight up personally, I can never get offended by anything.
Whoa.
I know, Mike. Wow.
God damn.
You're brave, Mike.
That is brave and stunning.
No, but G shit though, like I'm not like I can't get offended, bro. Even if like let's say someone's like, "Oh, you're a dirty spick," like I'll be like,
I mean, that wouldn't make any sense to say that to you. What the fuck?
or just anything like spick, like people say Hispanic spick, like
That type of shit.
yeah, like it's just like okay, like even I don't know, like if people were making fun of Cubans, like okay, sure, like go for it. Like I just don't. I don't know, dude. It's different. Versus someone who's like, oh my God, twittering his life away, just ready to explode.
I can't make an article about it. I won't be like on BuzzFeed, like, oh my God, I cannot believe what he just said.
Yeah, I might be like, yeah, you're a fucking dickhead and you're a douche, but like, I'm not gonna be like the end of the world. Like,
Yeah. I feel like it's fucked up because, like, they get paid for the outrage, right?
yeah, for
Like
sure.
BuzzFeed and shit like that. Like, they get paid because people click on that.
100%.
Like, yo, BuzzFeed is a dying breed. What did they used to make back then? Like, these fucking videos of, like, cool shit that you can make at home.
yeah.
Do-it-yourself videos and shit.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I just think
Massaging dogs. Like, what the fuck? What?
I just so dumb. The whole getting offended. Getting offended is so like over exaggerated now.
I feel like the issue is, like, a lot of the shit that people get offended about, it's not personal shit. It's shit that has to do with, like, groups.
Even then, like,
Right.
who cares?
'Cause it's not like someone's going to your fucking dad's funeral and be like, that dude was a fucking dork, you know what I'm saying? Like, just shitting on him.
See, like, even obviously to that level would be OD.
Because
Like,
that is so personal and so fresh in you.
and yeah, understandably, you'd be pissed if someone fucking peed on like a.
Like, that would hurt.
of course.
You know?
But to the.
But that's because it's personal.
right.
It's really personal. But nothing on TV, nobody knows who the fuck you are.
But when it comes to race, though, it's like, come on. That's where I draw the line. Where it's like, dude, come on, bro.
If you really believe that person is ignorant or wrong or evil, or, like,
That's different, though.
Then
That's a
there's no-
different argument, though.
then there's no reason to be offended by it.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, it's a different argument, though. Like, people could say whatever they want. I'm like, should you feel entitled to actually do something about it is the dumb shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, which is like 80% are like what, the new millennials, the new kids out here, the social justice warriors. Like, they feel like they have to say something. Like, if it's not their way, there's no other way. It's stupid.
That's a cultural virus that's been going on.
Dude, did you see the fucking... There's a video of I think it was Lives to TikTok. It was a teacher who was getting super trolled by her students. Like, about... Because, like, you know how, like, you could pick your own gender, your whatever you want. Like, I mean, not gender, pronouns.
Oh, my God.
So, like, let's say if you want to be he or they, you're he or they. Bruh, like... The teacher was just saying like, oh, I got these students and they're telling me they're a rock and scissors, and then they're like, and she's like, but no, it's don't be like. She was just saying like, oh, I can't, like, she didn't know if they were like trolling her or not, pretty much. So, which is like gonna be a common situation that we go through with this whole like pronoun.
What do you
bullshit.
think kids are gonna do with that?
They were eating shit for sure. Like, bro, I'm a rock. Call me a rock.
I mean, I remember those shits. Like, I remember, like, there's these Freedom Tunes, I think, was the name of, like, these cartoons that they make.
Okay.
Inspired by, like, Ben Shapiro and all, like, these people that were just... And, like...
That shit must be horrible.
This one guy came up to Ben Shapiro, right, in the cartoon when he was giving, like, answering questions for debate and shit like that, as he does.
Okay.
And this guy said, hey, I identify as a half-eaten Go-Gurt tube. And, and just spews off from there, right? And that's how naturally they turned it into comedy, because it fucking is comedy.
Dude, if I was a kid, and it explains how that whole ideology will fuck itself eventually. And there's too many dumb shit going on. Anyway, if I was a kid during this time, and I had that type of knowledge, I was knowledgeable about, like, Marxism and, like, all this bullshit in schools and shit, I would be 100% trolling the fuck out of teachers, bro. Like, I would use it to my own good, like...
But see, like... But you mean, like, when we were in school?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if we were in school right now...
Oh, you mean with the current?
With the current woke shit.
Oh, shit.
Bruh, I would have a fucking
I'd be ending
blast, bruh.
Oh, my God.
I would be dying,
I would start a whole clique.
No,
like,
100%.
Like just
Rock Squad. We're rock pronouns. Like, we out here. Like, the kid, bro, it would be funny,
We go to class and they'd be like, yo,
Rock, what's up?
When they tell me to do something in class, like, I'll just sit still like a rock. Like, just...
100%. Don't
stay there.
Don't, I don't even know what to say. Don't fucking, don't misjudge me. Don't judge me because I'm rock, or, like, I'll say, bro.
Or if she gets slick with me, like, I'll start acting like scissors.
I'll be like, oh, you're rock phobic. Come on. Stop it. Don't speak to me like that. Like, bro, it wouldn't end, bro.
She hands me a paper, like, I'll just scissors.
That's it, bro. Like,
just rip it apart, like, just.
Nah, but yeah, that was funny though. Like, fucking chick was getting out trolled by her own, like, 5th grade students.
She doesn't know it, but she's trolling them.
At the same time, they're both trolling each other. Nah, but yeah, dude, fucking. The groomers, dog, it's banned.
I've never seen anyone make so much accommodations for such a small group.
Did you hear that, by the way? The groomer, the word is like...
That it's banned? Yeah, I know.
That you can't say it on Twitter.
Yeah, they banned it on Twitter. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of James Lindsay with that.
Yeah, he got banned for like a bit, and then he's back.
Because he's the OG of that, you know? He's the one that got it popping.
For sure. Now you gotta say, what's the other terms he gave us? I think James Lee say recruiter or some shit. Like, there's other ways to say it now, yeah. Or instead he'll put like, he'll just spell it like completely different or some shit. But yeah, he's still out here,
insanity,
fighting the good fight. But yeah, dude, I don't know what else. I'm trying to see what else I've been looking at this week. Just, I still be listening to James Lindsay. I feel like he's like, him trying to explain shit to people. Dude, I forgot completely before his shit dies. What's your thoughts on Destiny?
On the fucking streamer? The guy?
The Vosh guy. He's like another Vosh guy.
That he debates Vosh and he's like...
Yeah, he debates too. He's like a Vosh. What's
But he's not a socialist, I think.
I think he's just on the left, but he's not on some socialist shit. Like, he has, like, leftist views.
Isn't he the one that gets really frustrated with the fact that Vosh is being retarded?
Extremely. Like, he always, like ranks on Vosh.
He just cannot handle how stupid his arguments are.
Yeah, he be roasting the shit out of Vosh.
Like, how out of touch with reality this guy is.
Yeah, but I bring up Destiny because there was actually a funny-ass debate where, like, apparently...
He debated Richard Wolff as well.
He did?
Destiny, yeah.
Yeah, I never seen that one. How was that one? But I mean, the Destiny agrees with critical race theory.
That's fucking retarded.
So that once I heard that, I was like, all right, forget about it. I'm off this guy. But not even that he fully agrees with it, but like he's on the side of it. Like he's on some Voss shit.
I just don't feel like I need that guy to understand economics, which is basically like the primary political.
But isn't Destiny like the how do I say it? He's like if you want to look for a YouTube debater, like he's the guy you go for. Wouldn't he be? I don't know much about him. That's why I'm asking
He's
you.
one of those guys, definitely. Yeah.
Him and Voss, right?
About like political economy shit.
Right. Okay. Well. Oh, whatever, the debate. That's what I was bringing up. The funny shit was because he got into some shit apparently where, and I agree with him, but it was just funny because he was getting some real slander over it. Like his whole debate was, is it okay to say the N-word without how do I word it right? Like
Without the ER?
No. It's not even about the ER or the A saying it, however. It's about like saying like if you said nigga or whatever.
It's context.
No, not that. Is it okay to say it in your own space without telling people you're saying it? Like that's more or less. I suck at rephrasing it, but
that makes sense.
And then like he was debating Hassan, and Hassan was just telling him like, dude, no, like you can't say this in your own space, like. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like it's freedom of speech, which was Destiny's one of his points. Like, bro, it's first of all, it's freedom of speech. He was saying points like, like bad jokes or like
and
dark humor.
Who's affected by that?
Exactly. This is a no-brainer for me. Like this is an easy debate. Oh, my man, security is back. Nah, no hate from him today. But yeah, and then like once he because I think he had actually said he said nigga on stream, or he said something. I didn't see everything, but people were coming left and right for his head, bruh. And his whole thing was, so is it okay if I say it in my own space without... And then Hassan's whole point was like, bro, it's better if you just don't say it ever. Don't tell people that you do say it in your own space. And like, which is retarded. It's like, bro, let this man say whatever the fuck he wants. Like, who gives a fuck if you're at his crib? That boy out here? But yeah, dude, I think you might have... Did you start it? Yes, guys, the security was on our ass and Ape stopped the tape. You shouldn't have, but security sounded a little drunk. Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
I can't see it. Oh, shit, it is? You sure?
Yeah, look, it's still going.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see it now. My bad. But yeah, yeah, security stopped us. We're all good. What were we talking about? I just had a brain fart. Oh, debates between Destiny and Hassan. And him being able... This debate's dumb, so we don't even got to argue that. Obviously, you could say whatever the fuck you want in your own space. Who cares? But,
This is just the type of shit that can get people, like, riled up.
But do you see what Hassan argues about? Like, it's like, what the fuck are you... Like, this is just a dumb debate.
This
like,
is the shit that gets the clicks, though.
100%, bro. And the social justice warriors eat this up.
People love dumb shit that gets them angry, and they love clicking on it and giving money to the people that are pissing them off.
But yeah, I don't know. Destiny's, I think he has good takes for the most part, from what I've seen. But like, I think he fucks with critical race theory. So
I feel like he needs to like take a deep breath and like meditate.
Dude, you need to debate these guys, bro.
Like go to the fucking Himalayas.
I feel like you'll body these dudes, bro. Why don't you do that? Why you don't become a Destiny?
I can't handle that type of shit.
Dude, you'd be out here, bro.
It's not healthy, dude.
It's not, but you're good at debate. Well, you know your shit. That's number one. So that's why I'd be fucking... I feel like you'd be able to chop these dudes' heads off, bro. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at debating, so I would never be able to. And I suck at remembering shit first. So.
They don't have a foundation for the most part. I mean, if their argument is like communism, whether it's for moral...
Oh, you're talking about like the critical race theory thing?
No, they definitely don't. First of all, they don't understand it, so they can't...
You think even them, they don't? You think they don't understand?
No, they 100% don't. In fact, they sort of admit it. Like, for example, Voss admits it.
Oh, yeah, he has that. He's like...
It's some cryptic. He makes it seem like it's this super complicated legal theory that nobody can understand except...
Nah, he always brings it back to like... What did critical race theory start from? What is it called? Critical theory?
it started from critical legal studies.
Legal studies, like some lawyer guys,
critical
right?
legal studies started from, it was based on critical theory.
He always makes it seem like it's like, oh, it's just, guys, we're just here, like, studying cool things, man, cool theories and this and that. Like, that's what he makes it seem like. And, like, when
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
No, yeah, he's admitted that he didn't know, like, that they were doing the shit that they're doing with school books and all that type of shit. Yeah. So he's clearly not aware.
I saw Michaela Peterson. She interviewed James Lindsay, and she interviewed
Vosh.
him, and Vosh did not know what the fuck he, like.
Did you watch that?
It was ridiculous.
Did you watch that? The whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing, yeah.
What, did you agree with anything Vosh said?
Vosh didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
He was just talking about systematic racism. That's what he ended up.
He doesn't even know what the fuck that, he doesn't even understand what that really means. Like, he doesn't even, like, this is a guy who studied sociology.
Yeah.
Right? And in sociology, you're supposed to get theory to some fucking degree, right? Like, sociological theory and shit. But it's such horse shit.
That's the problem, though, right? So can you blame him, though, if that's what he knows?
Of course I can blame him. I mean, there's shit.
So to what extent do you blame people that are just learning things and then, like you said, it's a lot of bullshit in these schools?
I blame him because he's unwilling to change his ideas when new evidence is presented against him.
Yeah, but you're a smart guy. I'm assuming you found out about this way before that.
I found out about other stuff too in psychology, which is what I got my bachelor's in, right? So
let's say you're an average guy though, going into college, knows nothing about critical race theory, knows nothing about Marxism, knows nothing about anything.
Which I was.
Okay, sure. And you just go to school normally, you take it face value, everything, because you're going to school, you assume what you're getting taught is real, it's not no bullshit, right? At what level do you blame the fucking student? Because there is a bunch, like you said, there's a bunch of bullshit encrypted in all this Marxism and everything they teach, critical race theory. There's communism behind it, you know what I mean?
It depends because, like,
it's on some hidden in plain sight.
If you're learning a social science, they should teach you how to conduct a literature review, for example.
Okay.
And how to figure out what the evidence is for or against something, how strong...
You're saying it's that obvious.
How strong the science is. This is how I know, for example, that implicit association, like these tests that try to figure out if you're unconsciously racist.
Okay,
or bullshit.
Yeah.
They don't have good reliability and validity.
Okay, sure.
Which means that their measures, they're not accurate over time. Like, you can take the exact same test and get opposite results one day versus another.
Gotcha.
And at the same time, there's no evidence that they measure what they think they're measuring.
Okay.
So reliability and validity, these are two very important things. Like, can you imagine if I went to go take my blood pressure?
Sure.
And it fucking, like, you know, it would be all over the place. It just said fucking 280. Oh, okay, so I should probably be having a heart attack or dead, right?
Right. It's too high,
And then it says fucking 2. It's like, okay, that's clearly I'm about to die.
Yeah.
I'm brain dead or something,
right?
Okay, well, that's neither here nor there. Like, it doesn't measure, it doesn't give a good.
But that's an example, though. That's an example you could give for sure.
But I'm saying, like, they should if they don't teach you that, then it's not a good program. Right?
Gotcha.
You're not learning science if you don't understand how to read the research. And figure out how good the research is.
So you feel like it's...
I feel like he doesn't have an excuse.
It's the individual's fault as well. 100%.
100%. He's not stupid.
Gotcha. Okay. No, I'm just asking.
He's responsible for that shit. And
you're referring to Vosh, though, right now.
I'm referring to anyone in
just
that,
an average
scenario.
Okay,
but yeah, obviously, in part because I'm not sure that he's a genuine person.
Who?
I'm not sure that Vosh is a genuine person. I'm definitely sure that Richard Wolff is not a genuine person at all. Richard Wolff...
Damn, you genuinely believe that?
100%.
Wow.
This guy's a fraudster.
Okay.
This man is a fraud.
You 100%.
100%.
He's not genuine at all.
He studied economics and he held on to. It's like fucking. I swear to God, it's like being a creationist and being a physicist. It's like thinking God made the Earth in 6 days, and then understanding the laws of physics, and then going with the God created the Earth in 6 days story.
Gotcha.
Like, that's what it's like to be a Marxian economist.
I see what you mean.
That's really what it is. It's that stupid. Anyways, I think we're almost done here. Yeah, we're on 4, dude. We're on 4.
Sheesh. And that is how the anti-communist boys end the pod. Listen, guys, it's V N APE. We're finally back. Episode 39. We haven't uploaded in a minute, but we will be back consistently every week, bitches.
We will be back, and I forgot to mention something that...
What?
That's some documentary that I watched from one of our viewers, but I'll be covering it.
What's it called, brother? What's it called?
I forgot the name of the documentary, but I've seen it before and I know what it's about, so I'll...
Deuces.
Peace.